Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, December 13th, 2021, and welcome to the Java Cafe. We're going to go right in. It's been a few days since I've checked in with everyone, and so I miss you guys. Good morning. Let's go and see who's in the room. Mama Java is in the room. You'll be able to meet her this Saturday if you have not met her yet. Good morning, Ma. Good to see you in the room. Lasagna, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Listen, I need you all to do me a favor. If you all know Lasagna, and I've mentioned this before with those dealing with violence, with COVID, with just natural causes, a lot of people are facing the first time this holiday season, and our sister and our friend way back from high school is dealing with that as well. And so I'm going to ask you guys this morning and just in general to continue, because I know some of you have been doing it, but continue to pray for the Hart family. She is definitely a charter member, a supporter, but just a good sister in general. And so let's support her in prayer. Ma, please do that. And Props, good morning. Good to see you in the room, brother. We got some talking to do today. Lasagna is saying good morning to Ma as well. Ma is saying good morning to Props. Ma, I heard you jumped in Props live the other day. She's always supportive, but good to see you in the room, Ma, as always. I know you missed a couple of days here and there because you be sleeping, but love you much. Love you much. Tasha, good morning. Good morning. Good to see Tasha in the room. I'm going to go back and cap the weekend for you in just a few moments. Daryl, listening in from Tennessee. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Naisha, good to see you this morning in the room. Naisha will be with us today at 1 p.m. and we're going to talk Black mental wealth. And there is the topic we're discussing today. You are definitely going to learn a lot from. And Aisha shared her story last week. And so come on back at 1 p.m. today for your midday Java here in the Java Cafe on Java with Jimmy. Sister Debbie, good morning. Good to see you in the room as well. Good to see you. Tasha saying good morning to her sister Lasagna. Hey, everybody, look who's in the room. Gail Hainville, founder, CEO, and director, executive director of Saturday Church. I'm going to go back and recap the weekend, but just want to shout Gail out. I'm going to call her the weeping queen because Gail is like me. She will cry at the drop of a penny. But Gail, we'll talk about why you were crying and why you've been crying these past few days. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. Naisha is saying congratulations on the award to Gail as well. Tony, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I got to hug my sister Charlotte this weekend. Not in the best circumstance. We were at a funeral together. And we just want to acknowledge the Clark Obelar, I believe, and Clark family. We attended. I had 3 funerals this weekend that I had to attend. A couple I stopped in, but stayed at Katrina's to help with some of the tech with Cindy Diggs. But Charlotte, was good to see you this weekend, and we will definitely continue to work on living out the legacy of Katrina. Got to meet her daughter, and there's some things coming up that we're going to honor her life, along with David as well, Lasagna. There's some things coming up in March, you guys, that for the 2nd anniversary that I'm working on now. To let you guys know how much I appreciate you. Latasha is saying good morning to Ma. Gail is saying thank you to Naisha and everyone. Look who's in the room, everybody. Sharon Cornelius. Good to see you in the room this morning. Good to see you in the room. Naisha, what is happening this Saturday? Kind of put it out there over the past few days, but this Saturday we are coming back together we're having another Java Cafe, Naisha. That's what's going on this Saturday. And so I've mentioned it a couple of times, told you guys I had to change the time at the recommendation of the Underground. So we're coming back together this Saturday, December 18th at 3 p.m. Listen, there's limited seating. I met with them yesterday and they told me that I counted the numbers wrong. There were actually more people there than what I thought there was. And so there is limited seating for this Saturday. So you need to definitely go and register this Saturday. December 18th, we are having our Java Cafe at the Underground. There is limited seating. So please make sure you go and register. Registration is open. You can register. It's case sensitive at bit.ly// Java Cafe 1218. All right. So we need to see you in the room on Saturday. Masks are required unless you're eating or drinking. And so please consider if you want to come, you need to register today. Let's go back and check in the comments. Our Dr. Brandy is on her way in the room, and I'm going to get her because I see the wonderful upgrades that she did before I bring her on. And she's dancing. Listen, today is going to be wonderful. Do me a favor, hit that share button real quick because we're going to discuss a few things in reference to Mental Health Mondays. Don't forget, while I'm talking, drop your mental health status in the comments. How are you feeling today? Express how you're feeling today by using one word in the comments. And I can't wait to bring Dr. Brandy on because her technical aesthetics are, y'all see, I'm smiling. I'm so happy. I don't know what to look like. Her face beat a little bit too, Jesus. Alana, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Alana, good morning. Ariel, good morning to you. I'm going to try to catch up with the comments so I can bring Dr. Brandy in. Michelle, good to see you in the room. Michelle, guess who was on Facebook with me? Talking shortly after I saw you, Jerry Gadaya. Jerry, if you're listening or someone tag her, let her know that we shouted her out this morning. Listen, we're getting ready to go bring in Dr. Brandy and talk about our Mental Health Mondays in just a second. Yes, Tony, you do need to register. I put that there. Registration is required. One, God forbid, if there's any issues with COVID, I can contact everyone. And two, we just need to have a count. And so Sharon Cornelius needs me to put it back up on the screen. So after this, we're going to bring Dr. Brandy in just 1 minute. Here is the information for Saturday. You go to lowercase bit.ly/ Java Cafe 1218. That's always going to be the registration. Bit.ly, Java Cafe, and the month and the day. That will always be the registration just for your information. And so Sharon, just for you, Sharon Cornelius, just for you. There you go. Am I okay with you, Sharon, now? All right, we're going to get ready to bring in our Dr. Brandy. Just remember, this Saturday, December 18th at 3 p.m., we will have the next Java Cafe. Registration is here. I will leave that up as we get ready to bring Dr. Brandy in the room. It is so good to see her this morning. Dr. Brandy, first of all, that don't look like home, Jesus. You always get me.
It ain't.
Wait. She said it ain't. It ain't. So
it ain't home.
It ain't home. So I was all this wonderful setup.
Look. I know you were sitting there like, oh my gosh, she got technical. No, I'm just at a different location.
With a little better connection, Jesus.
Yes.
Dr. Brandy, good morning.
Thank you. Hey, good morning, James. Good morning, Java fam. My word for today is rested. Woo,
rested.
Thank you.
Look at prostate trouble with you.
Wow. Y'all got jokes this morning. Okay.
Dr. Brandy. So your word is rested. And I mean, just the whole aesthetics. You got your little navy blue on, matching with the background. Got your baby blue and light blue. How you doing this morning? How you doing?
I'm telling you, I'm feeling good. I got such good sleep. Oh my goodness.
You look like it.
Right? Like it's probably the best sleep I've had in about 4 months. Like, not that I don't sleep, but it was just that like, like I just woke up like, wow, okay.
Percolating.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm well rested this morning. Well rested.
So let's do a quick recap from last week. We talked a little bit about, money being funny. And then you came up with this thing, packed on stacks.
No, I said go from your money being funny to your
Yes.
stacks being packed.
Stacks being packed. Lord Jesus, I think I put the wrong description in the
It's all right. And
oh,
so
okay. Good point. Yes.
today what we're going to go and talk about is, again, still along the money theme, because we spending a lot. It's
Yeah.
holiday time, there's spending going on. And so today we're going to talk about you can't have $1 million dreams with $5 effort. All right. And so, and let's talk about this, because y'all know I always got a story for $5. Any story to begin, right? So, $5. I went to school upstate New York, but every weekend we would go down to New York City. That was like the hangout spot. And thankfully, I had friends that lived in New York City. So one of the first visits I ever went to New York City, it was Harlem. I was near like St. Nicholas Ave, and there was a store. I think it was called High Energy, but there's the Popeyes. It was, like hair braiding shop, and then the store, right?
New York for you. I'm sorry, that's New York for you.
All right. So, one of the things I remember about this store, I loved it, particularly as somebody who's economically wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or cheap. You could get like 4 t-shirts for $10, right? But the thing I really loved was they had an assortment of shoes. You could get your heel, you could get your wedge, but my favorite go-to shoe was like a slip-on, like a nice, colorful slip-on, right? Not ballet shoes. You need some soul, okay? I like my arches. So they had these shoes in there, right? And so they were $5, y'all. $5, right? And I was in heaven. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember picking out these shoes. Y'all, they were bright yellow. I mean, like big bird yellow. And they had a reflector like silver around the sole of the shoe. And I remember trying them on. And my friends who were with me, I was like, y'all, look, what y'all think of these shoes? And when your friends try not to hurt your feelings, but they think they the ugliest thing known to man,
They
they'll
all
say
right.
something.
They all right. They look okay.
They don't, my friends don't even do that. They ain't gonna lie. They say, oh, those look like you. so so that's the same as when somebody trying to, and they be like, oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart,
I'm yet
y'all.
praying, baby. I'm yet praying.
Does not mean what you think it means. I'm telling you.
Yep.
But yeah, so they would say, those look like you. Well, I bought them. I was like, oh, I'm in love. I love these shoes. And literally for the next 2 years, you would see most of the pictures in college, I'm wearing these shoes. It didn't matter what I had on. I could be wearing red. I would put on my yellow shoes because I was in upstate New York. And, it just brought me such joy. And those $5 shoes got me through 2 years of Cornell, which was so difficult, being so far away from home and the weather and everything like that. So now let's get back to what we were talking about. $5, you can't get $1 million dreams with $5 effort, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to divorce it from the scarcity model, because one of the things with our community is we definitely are behind the 8 ball when it comes to a lot of economic conversations, and it comes to economic information, economic access, disparities, discrimination, historical biases. That is different from what I'm talking about now. So I dealt with scarcity moving to Boston. I had no money, no furniture, no nothing, sleeping on the floor. Like, that's scarcity. You can't think about savings, budgeting, nothing, because you're just thinking about how I'm going to pay rent this month, next month. How am I going to get on this bus? I don't even have the 60 cents to add up to $1.50 to get on the bus. That's scarcity. Yep. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is when you get to a point where you say, I can't go through this anymore. Sometimes when you're in the scarcity model, you don't even have moments where you can have moments of clarity because every day is scarce. Every day is a fight. Every day is a
And
battle,
that's something
right?
that's real for our community.
Yeah, and
Absolutely
it's real. And
real.
there are so many there are programs out there that help if you are in a scarcity model. There are, rent, help you pay your rent, help you pay your light bill, help you get to a point where you can just breathe
Hmm.
and relax and do what I did last night, which is rest, right? So there are programs that will help in our community get to that point.
Mhm.
But again, we got to know, we got to have the access.
That's
And
true.
there are other people in this space that can tell you where to go. And I'm not talking about necessarily credit repair,
Yep.
because credit repair and those types of things come later. Because again, you in scarcity.
Yep.
So I'm talking about basic needs and necessity. Maslow's hierarchy. You need that first
Yeah.
before we can get to $1 million dreams and effort and all of that. So once you get the support you need to be able to breathe, to be able to rest, this is what I'm talking about. Is how do you go from I'm in a state of rest, I've slept, I'm clear-headed, I'm clear-minded, and I don't want the same for my family that I have gone through. So how do we get there?
Is it more?
And
Can I chime in and ask? Are you leaning toward more mentality? Because you talk about scarcity and that's circumstances, but then mentality. It sounds like you're going down the road of mentality.
yes, it's mentality, but it's also environment too. One thing I learned, and I'm mad I didn't learn it while I was there, but one thing I learned after the fact is that when I went to undergrad, some of my classmates just had different conversations,
Yeah.
had different movement around things, had different
Let's just keep
understandings
it real. They had more
of
money, different resources.
yeah, but it went beyond that. So yes, they had more money, they had more resources, they had everything. They had that, yes. But the conversations they were having were setting them up to continue to have more money, continue to have more resources, continue to be set up, right? And so, yes, they definitely came, when we talk equality versus equity, yeah, they were up there on the equity scale for sure.
Yep.
But it was the conversations, the environments, the networks that they were in and putting themselves in, even after college, even after their business or whatever. And so when I talk about this, and this is for particularly for our community, is that, and we all know this, is that because of our race,
Mhm.
because of gender, because of other things and isms, we have to often work twice, 3 times, 4 times as hard as other communities to get to the baseline of where they are.
Okay.
And so that's what I say is that you can't sit here and say, again, if you have clarity, you have moments that I'm going to somehow get to $1 million and you got $5 effort.
So
It's just the
let me
two.
unpack that a little
Yeah.
bit because the
Yeah.
effort. Okay, so you talked about resources being available. So one effort is and it's not. Let's just be 100. We're not talking about going out there and scamming. You really are in scarcity and need have a
Yeah.
need. So there are resources available. It takes effort to look for them. Now let's keep it 100. There is the balance that you said, access of information. And
Yes.
then you have to, once you get the access to information, it doesn't just happen by osmosis. A check is mailed
No.
more to the light.
No.
When you talk
No.
generally about effort, what are
Yeah.
some things that exemplify, what's a mentality that helps you
Mhm.
move into effort?
So part of it is, first of all, just reaching out. Sometimes, and again, we can be prideful. We can, not want to disclose. Finances is one of those things that is very touchy for a lot of people. And so we may not we may not want to disclose our financial troubles, our financial strife. And so when I'm talking about effort, again, I'm not even getting to, because that's another level, going into stocks, going into NFTs, that's not it. I'm talking about making a phone call,
application.
and filling out an application. You ain't gonna tell. Look, I'm talking about me for a second, right? So when I was in undergrad, I told, my mom gave me a credit card. She said, "This is for emergencies." Emergency, Brandy. Emergency. And I failed a chem test. I got a 33, y'all. A 33.
You?
And because oh yeah.
That was $1 million dream. How much effort what kind of effort did you? No, so I'm messing.
Oh, I can tell you right now, I put 20% effort into that test. But because of the curve, that actually was like a C minus, right?
Okay.
And so because I got a 33, I went to the mall and bought a CD player, a portable one. I was like, this is an emergency. I'm feeling bad. And my mama got that bill. She was like, if you don't, you better get a job. You're going to pay this off. And, she gave me a couple of weeks. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying. I just can't find, I'm trying. I really am. Y'all, I didn't fill out an application. I'm just keeping it real. I ain't fill out an application. I ain't do nothing. Right. And then so she called me back. She was like, okay, the card is cut off.
Mama cut you off, Jesus?
Oh, she cut it off. Okay. And she was like, and you got until this date to pay me back, or that care package of ramen noodles and other stuff, you ain't getting it. And so I was about to be in scarcity model. So I hustled, and I'm not even kidding. I got a work study job within like 2 days.
Because you put effort.
Because I put in the effort, because I realized, oh goodness, because without the extra care packages, I would be hungry, because the meal plan was certain hours and stuff. So I did what I needed to do. And at points, we do those things. We put in that effort. And again, if you're in scarcity, you do, in some circumstances, you do not have to continue to be in that place. And so there are programs. If you are struggling to pay your rent, there are programs that help with that. If you are struggling to pay your light bill, there are programs that help with that. If you want to just learn, if let's just say your scarcity is you want more access to education, and you never finished your high school diploma, there are programs that will help you get your HiSET, your GED equivalency for free, right? And so there are programs that will help you get to a place where you don't have to be in scarcity mode all the time. But again, it does take a little bit of effort. A little bit.
Just a
little bit of effort goes a long way. It truly does.
As someone, Dr. Brandy, as we get ready to wrap up, as someone who hustles in a space to try to keep this platform supported, expanding and whatnot, you do have to put some effort. Things don't come by osmosis and just drop in your lap. So we have to put effort into it. And as we get ready to close, Dr. Brandy, how does the mentality cross over into effort being put into wrong places? We've been talking about this theme about going into debt over the holidays. So in your last sort of couple of minutes, just cross that mentality into the other side. We can't have the wrong mentality about, you said before, like we've been out spending and doing things. So what is your thought to let folks know? Because this is when's Christmas? Next week.
Yeah.
This is these 2 weeks. Folks are going to be doing it. So let's, what's a good mentality as far as the effort to not get to a point of scarcity?
So it's real simple. It's real simple. And I call it this. I don't have a term for it. I just call it this. If you continue to have more going out than coming in any way, shape, or form, you are off balance. if you are pouring more onto others than comes back to you, you will be at a deficit. If you praying for others more than you pray for yourself, there will.
Wait. The church people gonna get you on that one.
I know, but yeah,
But
yes, but the thing is in order to continue to pray for others, you got to make sure your well is good too. So I understand, church folks, you want to pray for others, you want to give to others, you want to give unto others, but you have to be good in order to do that. Correct. I mean, the church foundation got to be good if they want to keep pouring out onto others.
Come here.
You got to keep passing around that collection plate if you want to keep, giving out to the community and feeding others, right?
That's right.
So I mean, I'm just saying, like, you have to really start with a true assessment. If you have more money every single day, every single week, every single year going out than coming in, there is scarcity. It's an unbalance, is basically what I mean. And so this time of year, we have, I'm the worst I am, because I'd be like, oh, it's the holidays, I love it. It's my mother's birthday month. For those of you that know, my mother celebrated her 60th birthday last week. So this time of year is amazing and awesome and, just wonderful. But
hold on. Your mother's only 10 years older than me. You said 60th?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
My word for the day. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
okay, James. You're getting older. It's okay. Yep, I said it. Yeah. Fighting words.
Oh, Dr. I think we're about to have technical difficulties, Jesus. Oh, wait. Well, there she go. Listen, Dr. B, we got to wrap up. Really, the thing I really got from today is, because the subject can go either way. And, with you and we can go either way. And so it wasn't so much because people will see that. And my first thought was, what did they used to say? Champagne lifestyle with beer budget. You know what I mean? So it wasn't so much in a critique thing, but it was adopting a mentality. What I heard was seek out the information. Once you get it, put effort into obtaining the benefit from the information, and this is kind of simple. And we'll maybe talk more with Jelani this afternoon, but and Dr. Brandy, people know if they got more coming in, more going out than they got coming in. And so you can't, as you said, keep the cycle going, and you got to think about your children, the next generation. And so that is definitely key, Dr. B. And we appreciate it, because there is, and it's interesting trying to, tie mental health in with wealth. There is a close connection between our money mentality and our mental health. You just can't get away from most of the marriages, issues in the world. If you really pull back the covers and unpeel the onion. I didn't do that, y'all. I didn't do that. Dr. Brandy was up there looking at the comments and stuff and mess, but shout out to having Dr. Brandy in the room. But she did that. I did not put her out. There she go. She's back. She's coming back, and we're going to wrap. I said I didn't, Dr. Brandy, I didn't do it. I know
y'all. It was my Wi-Fi, but listen, what you're saying. This conversation is not a condemnation. It is not you must, fall down and get it to. No, this is not that. This is more just for us and our community, is really just having honest conversations. Is we need to, as a community, we talk often about cooperative effort, cooperative economics. In order to get there, we have to have certain understandings about how we get there.
Absolutely.
We all have to put in a little to get a lot.
Well, listen,
and so
we put in a lot today.
That's what this is about.
Yep. Thank you, Dr. Brandy, because it is definitely important that we make the correlation between, the money mentality and our mental health as well. And so, Dr. B, I appreciate you. I'm going to go make some assignments, make some announcements. Trying to understand the assignments. And if you all are around, Dr. B, I don't know if you'll be back on Saturday, but look at, think about coming out on Saturday. Dr. B was there at the last one. And so it's good to see online, but consider coming to see Dr. B face to face this Saturday. Dr. B, I appreciate you. And I will be in touch this week with you. All right. And happy holidays. She is going to be there. And so we got Dr. B's Wi-Fi. We're going to get it together, Jesus. But Dr. B, I will see you Saturday. And we'll let you guys know about Fridays 5 at 5 as we wrap up the end of the year. We'll probably do one more, and we're going to give Dr. B a break. So I'm not sure about Monday, but we'll let you know if Dr. B will be in the room next Monday. But Dr. B, thank you. I appreciate you mucho.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, Dr. B. And enjoy your stay with your matching background and whatnot.
Hey.
There she go. There she go. All right, Dr. B. We'll holler. Listen, that is our Dr. Brandy Brooks that comes in every Monday and talks with us about our mental health status. I want to go in and check the comments for a second real quick. Sharing. It's on the, just type bit.ly/Java Cafe 1218. But it's if you put that in the in your internet browser, that is it there. So I'll put it back up on screen so you guys can see it. Here is the flyer, BIT, all lowercase, bit.ly/Java Cafe 1218. Make sure you register today because there is limited capacity there. While we're talking about announcements, let's please keep in mind, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, later on this week, I believe it is on Wednesday, you can take steps to prevent head and neck cancer or catch it early. Join us for a free screening and education from BMC doctors and care team members. Everyone is welcome. The event information is as follows. Get a short physical exam with a focus on screening for head and neck cancer. Learn about more options for quitting smoking. Get information on head and neck cancer diagnosis and treatment. Meet with experts from programs such as nutrition, clinical trials, patient navigation, patient support services, and the tobacco treatment program. Sign up for health insurance. We'll guide you through the process. Get scheduled for a follow-up appointment if you need one. Light refreshments will be served. If you have any questions, please call 617-638-2362. Also, some of you, I don't think I was on since I came on Thursday. So on Thursday, I went and got the booster. And some of you, it hit the front page of the Globe, Twitter, and Instagram. And I got, kind of laughed at a little bit because the way they proposed it or the way they told the story, and let me tell y'all how it really went down. The mayor got her shot first. I went and sat down. I was good. She was like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yep, go do what you got to do with the press." And I'm straight. And so she went to talk to a couple of, I was going to say patients, a couple of constituents, checking in with them. And the nurse pulled the needle out. And when I tell y'all, I broke out into a sweat. So I'm sitting up there fanning, trying to get cool or whatever. And the mayor came over and grabbed my hand and just was like, "Jimmy, you good?" And so, yeah, that's kind of what happened. And so it's going out one way or whatever, but it wasn't that I was like scared. I just, the needle came out and I had a reaction. However, the important thing is to know that there is availability of the vaccination and the booster. You all know for almost the past 18, 19 months, I've been very careful with my language and not saying you should and go get it. However, there's been enough time by my observation, by the experts that have been here, a lot, Black and brown, scientists, doctors. We know in the world that there are sports figures, celebrities, and world-renowned Black and brown people that have got the vaccination and the booster. And there's been no reporting of any mass hysteria around a conspiracy that this vaccination was designed to take Black and brown people out. So with that being said, check out this information here to be sure that you get your vaccination and where it's appropriate and you're eligible according to what's being laid out by the CDC. Get your booster shot as well. Wanted to let you all know, and she is a part of the Java fam, so busy doing a lot now, but Yahaira Lopez is coming into the room tomorrow to give her testimony. She's a mom advocate and she moves a lot in activism, but she's also a mom of two young men that have been diagnosed on different on the spectrum of autism. And so she wrote a book about her experiences and to help other parents. So Yahaira Lopez is coming into the room tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then on Wednesday, we know that there is the second Suffolk Senate race that's taking place. And one of the candidates and current, she's the representative for not that district. There's a lot of maps. The maps are redrawn, but the Honorable Representative Nika C. Elugaro is coming into the room on Wednesday at 9 a.m. and we're going to talk about her work and her candidacy. And don't forget, on Saturday, bit.ly, Java Cafe 1218. Go register for the next in-person Java Cafe this Saturday at 3 p.m. Let me tell you all about the lineup. The theme is what's next for Black Boston. Shagun Idawu, current CEO of BECMA, and going into the Wu administration as the chief of economic development and I believe opportunities. Shana Bryant of Shana Bryant Consulting, a planning maven, just the taskmaster, and someone who, and a lot of you may not know, she interviewed me for the program in which I got trained in politics. So Shana Bryant is coming into the room. Also, we have Tanisha Sullivan from the NAACP, who will be a part of the panel as well. And also Conan J. Harris from CJ Strategies will be a part of that as well. And then we also have Joseph Gilmore, who's coming from the Cannabis Support Fund. I may not have that name right, but you know, the money that comes into the city off the cannabis sales, oh, he works for that fund. And so we're going to have an interview with him on Saturday as a follow-up from our Green Space panel at the last Java Cafe. And so please go ahead and make sure you register. I want to make sure that everybody is in there and everybody that wants to come can attend. And Sharon is going, oh, Jesus, Sharon. Yes, I got you right now. Hold on, guys. Here we go. And I don't know who this Ashley Lucas is that put up some comment in there that looks like, don't click that comment, y'all. Here we go. So Sharon, bit.ly/Java Cafe 1218. There is the registration link, everybody. So right after we go off, go ahead and click that link and register. Saturday is going to be awesome. We're introducing the Jimmy Mimosa or the Jimmy Mosa. That's coming out on Saturday. And Chef Ali, I met with him. Let me tell you, that man cooks. And so we're going to have some complimentary. Somebody say complimentary. You got to register. This is my gift back to the Java fam. Complimentary hors d'oeuvres. And also you'll have a choice of a complimentary drink. And so how do you find out what your choices are? Go to the registration. That's it for me today, I believe. I actually took notes. Okay. One last thing I want to mention. Some of you saw a post I put up last week about parents talking to their children. More information is coming out about why I put that post up. I received a text last week that said one of the schools via social media, there was a threat. Someone threatened to shoot up the school. And so I couldn't go into the details, and there still aren't a lot of details about what school, but I understand there was an action at the school today with some of the clergy. Parents, talk to your children. Teenagers, 8-year-olds, especially if they have social media, you don't know what's going on, what bullying, what body shaming. It just is so much that our young people endure in general. And then on social media, and you're their parent. And whether you pay, even if they pay the bill, if they live in your house, grab that phone and be like, yo, unlock your phone. See what's going on. You're the parent. All right. I feel myself going off on a tangent. I will see everyone today at 1 p.m. for mental health Mondays. Midday Java. Lord Jesus, where is my brain? Midday Java, Black Mental Wealth. Today at 1 p.m. with our guest, Naisha Deed of Pure Spark, and also Jelani Lynch of Ambition to the City. So tune in today at 1 p.m. and we will see you then. Have an awesome day, everybody. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. I did check in with Kathy. I put up a post last week, and I did not get, hold on for once. I did not get a response. So I want to check in with her and get you guys an update. But the last text I got from her, what they discovered, it seemed like they could get a remedy to it real quick. And so I'll check in with Kathy and get you guys an update. And I think that is it for me. Because thank you, because as you speak, type words go across your chest. Right. I love you, Sharon. Yes, that's why I put the banner there. So you guys can see it, the type words. So there they go across my chest there. bit.ly/Java Cafe 1218. Sharon's going to get me on Saturday. I love you, Sharon Cornelius, Sharon Cornelius, Sharon Cornelius. They listen. Her and my mom will always have reserved seating at anything I do. And so make sure if you want to meet Sharon, you hear me scream her name all the time, come out and meet her on Saturday. That's it for me, everybody. We will see you again this afternoon at 1 p.m. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.